Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sukio's Art Channel. My computer says I'm live, so I'm just going to assume that you can see and hear everything that I'm doing and saying. Okay, so today, apologies for not doing a video sooner. It's been a bit crazy actually, because I think I mentioned in my last video that I just recently moved out and I'm still sorting everything out. Anyway, I've got quite a few videos planned for you guys, but I thought I'd do this one because so basically, I know I say that a lot. I'm going to try not to say that word so much. It's just a question of training, I guess. But basically, I received this for Christmas. This was one of my presents. Because of COVID-19, unfortunately, I couldn't spend as much time as I wanted with as many people as I wanted, which is really unfortunate. But I'm sure you all know how that feels because obviously I'm not the only one going through this. Yeah. So to all of you out there who couldn't see your family, I am sorry. I hope you had an amazing Christmas in spite of everything. And I genuinely hope everyone is happy and safe wherever you are and that you've had a good time and good holidays. Anyway, so one of my presents, as I was saying, was this box, which has some shoes in it. So the brand is called Irregular Choice. I don't know how many of you have heard of this brand. It exists here in the UK. I don't know if they're worldwide or just UK based, but the website is regularchoice.com, which makes me think it's probably based in other countries as well. But yeah, this is a really interesting brand because all their shoes are really crazy, but in a good way. I love their shoes. And if I could afford to buy all of their stock, I totally would. But they are really, really expensive shoes. So I was over the moon when I received this as one of my presents for Christmas. So as you can see, it says Irregular Choice. I really, really like the box. Now you may be wondering, this isn't our channel. Are you why are you reviewing shoes in your channel? Well, there's a reason for this, and you will find out soon enough. So just bear with me as I take you through the box onto the contents or into the contents inside. So yeah, this is Irregular Choice, as you can see here. I really love the box. I think it's so cute. I love the illustrations. I love the little moons and Saturn. Oh, yeah, no. Is that Saturn? I don't know. It's got two rings, so probably not. There's two Saturns here, and there's this kind of like spaceship with all of these cats. It's just really cute and quirky and weird. Oh, there's a different drawing on the other side. So this one is a dog sitting on this planet with two rings, but there's more cats as well. Oh, and there's another dog. So there are two dogs and lots of cats. Yeah. So yeah, that's what the box looks like. Underneath it at the bottom just looks like that. And then here you have all the details. So the shoes are called Chalk It Up, and that's what they look like, but you'll see them in color soon enough. And yeah, it's just, I think it's really cool. I mean, they are quirky shoes. All of their shoes are quite quirky, really cool, really colorful, really over the top, which I love. So it makes sense that they would come packaged in a cool little box like this one. Actually, I'm looking on the screen, looking at my laptop. I don't think what you see on the screen actually does it justice. In real life, it's actually much more colorful. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe it's my screen. Hopefully, on your screen, the colors really pop like they do in real life. Um, but yeah, on my screen, they look a little bit subdued, a little bit dull, but in real life, they really pop. So yeah, I think they're really pretty. And these are pink, like, yeah, pink. It's hard to know what to say because this is a first for me. I never thought I'd be reviewing shoes on this channel. And there is a reason why I'm doing it. These are very special shoes. Ooh, just they're stuck. Bear with me. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to drink some water. Okay, that's done. I don't know why, but when doing these live videos, I get really nervous. It's probably lack of practice. This is my second live video. I'm sure by the third or fourth, I'll be a pro. Anyway. Okay, so this is the wrapping paper that comes around the shoes. There was other papers inside, like the ones that they shove inside a shoe to keep it from, I guess, getting mashed up or something. But I threw all of that away. Um, Again, on my screen, this wrapping paper comes across as blue. It could be the light shining directly on top of it, but in real life, this is actually purple. So, oh, there you go. That's closer. That's closer to the actual color. Yeah, that's closer to the actual color. Is it gonna focus? No? Okay, never mind. But yeah, you see how when I bring it down, it goes blue, but when I bring it up, it becomes more purplish. Well, in real life, it is actually a kind of like bluish purple with you can see the red in it. It's like a warm purple, I would say. But on camera, it just looks like a warm blue. I don't know why. But yeah, the wrapping paper is really cute as well. I like that they didn't just like throw any wrapping paper in, and that you actually, get this quirky wrapping paper with a cat hanging on the moon. I think that's so cute. And then you have this shoe. Oh my God. Now, these shoes are so crazy. I just absolutely love everything about them. So they are, well, they're mostly, well, I mean, I say mostly, they are black, I guess. It's more of a like dark gray than a proper black, but I guess on the box it says black. So the the company considers this to be black, but as an artist looking at it, I would say it's more of a really dark gray than an actual black. And at the back here, you have this heel, which, yeah, it's got this thing, this paper wrapped around it in this really bright red. Like you're really going to make a statement with these shoes. And then there's this blue plastic bit at the bottom, which is great because I guess it softens, when you walk, you don't, you're not going to get, as your feet hit the ground, you're not going to get like jolts or it softens the I don't know what I'm saying, but oh God, yeah, I'm rambling. That's me. I ramble. I think what I'm trying to say is, you get a shock every time your foot touches a floor, and because these are really high heels, it's going to be more pronounced than if you were wearing flats or trainers, or sneakers, as you would say in America. In England, we say trainers. In America, they say sneakers. So I think that's how you say it. I think I'm saying it right. So yeah, that cushions the blows, I guess, when you're, hitting the floor as you walk. Yeah, it's hard to know what to say because these are so in your face, but they're so. Usually, I would, normally I would classify something like this as a little bit tacky. It's not my style, but these are just so over the top that it just works. I don't know what to say. I would totally wear these outside. Because they're so crazy. And then you have the sequence. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. The sequence at the back here in different colors, blue and red, like the heel. And you have sequins at the front, and then you have pencils. Okay, so yeah, the shoes are called Chalk It Up. You have a pink pencil, you have a blue pencil, yellow, green, and red. Um, and then you have this kind of like purple bit at the top that goes around like that. And then you have the zipper and you open it up. And that's what it looks like inside. I've actually worn these shoes already, and they are really, really comfortable and really hot. So, yeah. And it says Irregular Choice on the pencil. So why am I reviewing these shoes? Because you can actually draw on these shoes, which is so cool. I mean, these are like the perfect artist shoes. I mean, what artist doesn't like drawing on their own clothes or making their own clothes? I don't know. I'm sure there's artists who don't, but like, I don't know. As a girl, I think it's just such a cool idea to be able to, I don't know, like adapt my shoes and do whatever I want with them and draw on them. I just think it's such a cool idea. I apologize for that background noise. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but that's my heater. It just came on. I've got it on a timer. It's a little bit cold in the house. So if you can hear that, that's my heater. Anyway, so yeah, that's the other shoe. Okay. So straight away, you know, like they're artist shoe. Oh, they're artist shoes because they have these pencils on them. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, but yeah, it's cool that they have pencils on them. You don't see shoes like this a lot, but then the cherry on top of the cake is that you can draw on them, and you actually get this box of chalk. Sorry, that's upside down, but now that's sorry guys. I don't know if that's in reverse. On my screen, it looks like it's in reverse. On your screen, it may be that you can see it exactly as it's written. I'm not sure. But yeah, it says chalk and then it says irregular choice. I'll just try and bring it closer to the camera. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So it comes with this box of chalk for you to draw on the shoe. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think we should just go ahead and try it out and see what happens. Okay, so let me just put the box away, guys, and then I'll put the shoes on top of the desk, and then I'll start drawing on them. What's really cool about this box as well is that it has these strings. I forget which you call them now. I can't say. Every time I do these videos, my English fails me. It's like I just can't speak English. I start stuttering or saying words wrong. Never mind. And yeah, if you wanted to, oh, sorry, like punching the camera. Never mind. Um, so yeah, if you wanted to take them somewhere, I suppose you could carry them like this. So that's cool. I mean, if I was a kid and I'd gotten these shoes when I was a kid, I would have thought, I would have loved it. I mean, I would have carried that box with me literally everywhere. Okay, so we've got the shoes here. I just realized I don't have anything to wipe the chalk off because this is literally the first time that I am drawing on these shoes. So I should have brought a wipe for me to try and wipe it off and see what happens. Oh, hold on. There's some warnings here. So this one says washing and care information, stain advisement. Product contains colorants which may stain clothing and other surfaces. So I suppose I should be careful not to. I mean, they are chalk. You don't want to get chalk in your clothes. Oh, come on. No, not going to work. Okay, never mind. Okay. And then here it says, this product complies with international safety regulations. This accessory included with your purchase is not a toy. It is inedible and thus not suitable for children under 36 months. Small parts, possible choking hazard. Adult supervision is required. This product is non-toxic. Okay, that's fine. So that's the chalk. Okay, so, right. I don't know what to draw on these. So I'm just going to do my default and draw a face because that's what I always draw. I'll try and draw like some sort of cobweb or tree later on. Oh, I can't open the box. Come on, come on. Yeah. Okay, so I just got a question from David's art channel, and he says, do you have to use the chalks provided? Can you use chalk pens? I have no idea. I really have no idea. Maybe once I use these chalks, which are refusing to be opened, I think I'm just going to have to rip into the box a little bit. I'll have a better idea of how it works. I suppose it depends how easily these come off. But yeah, sorry, David. I actually don't know if you can use chalk pens. I'm guessing if the chalk in the chalk pens is the same consistency as the actual chalk, then I don't see why you shouldn't be able to use it, really. But yeah, that's just the theory. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I think that's a good question, actually. If you're interested in these shoes for somebody or for yourself, you know, I think you're better off contacting Irregular Choice directly and asking them. I'm so sorry I can't answer your question. Okay, so the chalk is broken inside. which is unfortunate, but it's okay. We can still use it. So as you guys can see, it comes in 6 different colors. So we have the green one, the red, yellow, kind of a magenta type of chalk color, a blue, and an orange. Okay, I do apologize once again, guys, if I stutter or get my words wrong. I do get nervous during live videos, as I've said before, so just bear with me on this. Yeah, so it comes with these 4 colors. So this is good because I have the 3 primary colors. I have a red and a magenta. I can use both of them as a primary color, and I've got a blue and a yellow. And then on top of that, oh, this is a purple. Oh, never mind, guys. This is not a magenta. I don't know what I'm talking about. They provide you with the 3 primary colors and the 3 secondary colors. So you have yellow, blue, and red, and purple, and green, and orange, which obviously these 3 are the 3 primary colors, and then the purple, the orange, and the green are the secondary colors. However, when I mix primary colors, I tend to use more of a magenta type of color than a red, but it's okay. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm just going to put these on the side. When I first opened these shoes, I looked at the box and I did open it to see what the chalk looked like inside, but I didn't take the chalk out. So I wouldn't know whether it was already broken or whether it got broken through me. Just, I don't know. I've only had these shoes for about 4 or 5 days. Even though they were a Christmas present, they actually arrived late. Um, so I haven't had them for long, and I didn't want to use them a lot until I did this review. But this is so much fun. This is such a cool art supply because this is an art supply you can wear. It's not just something that you're going to draw and put up on a website. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I think that's great. That's what I do. But just imagine going out with his amazing, crazy, wonderful, over the top, in your face shoes, and then on top of that, just being able to draw whatever you want. You can even write messages like, yeah, you can imagine like you can use this as a way to advertise your website or advertise something or put a message like, you know, don't listen to the government, or something really controversial like Shakespeare is overrated. Yeah, you don't want to tell the drama people that, okay? That's a no-go. Anyway, I know my sense of humor is really silly. Right. So let's draw on this. I don't know where to start because this is obviously the bigger drawing area, but there's a zipper right in the middle, and I'm not going to draw on the zipper because that would just eat away at my chalk. So I'm trying to work out whether I should draw here or here. I'll do one of each. So, okay, let's start with this one. I'm a little bit scared, I'll be honest, because I don't want to ruin the shoe. And this is such a novel concept. Okay, right. There's no white, so we are a little bit limited. Okay, let me just try it. Oh, I'm so nervous. Ooh, okay. So obviously you're supposed to draw on the black bits. I'm assuming we're not supposed to draw on the pencils. Especially because that's cloth. You don't want to draw on that. It might not come off. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a black bit you're supposed to draw on. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you can wipe it with your finger. That's good. That's good to know. I'll just do a little color chart on the shoe just to see. It's a bit disappointing. It doesn't draw as well as I thought it would. You have to press a little bit hard to get the color. Oh! I broke my chalk. Okay. All right, the chalk fell on the floor, so I'm just picking it up. Okay, so you have to draw pretty hard. Not pretty hard, but a little bit hard to get the color on the shoe. I don't know if it's because the chalks are crap or whether it's because the surface of the shoe can only handle, I don't know, so much. Oh, I don't know because I'm completely new to this. Okay, that's the yellow. Let's do red. So let's do the primary colors first. I don't know. This probably might break again. I want to apologize in advance if you see my desk shaking. It's because I said this in my last video. My desk is broken, and so it shakes a little bit. So I apologize for that. I'm trying to get it not to shake because I have to press really hard to get color on the shoes. It's making the desk shake. Oh my God, I broke this one too. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's try the, oh, here we go. Let's try the blue. Okay, the blue is a bit more forthcoming than the red and the yellow. Still a bit of a struggle. Oh God, I don't know what I can draw on these because the color's not coming off that well. I'll probably have to do another video another time, buy better quality chalks and see if it makes a difference. Okay, so that's yellow, red, and blue. Now the secondary colors. So I'll just go for the green. Oh, the green is coming off really nicely on the shoe. Okay, the green was not a struggle at all. It's really creamy and nice. Okay, so it's obviously not the shoe, it's the quality of the art supply. So obviously these chalks are a little bit cheap and they're not that great. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do another video another time just with better quality chalk and see what kind of result I get. See, now I'm having problems with the orange. Okay, but this broken bit is acting a bit better. So maybe it's just if we break them and use the bit that's broken, it draws really well actually. So if this one doesn't work, I'm gonna break. Oh, this one is fine. Oh, that's so weird how some of them work so well and the other ones don't. Okay, I'm gonna try the red again, just with a broken bit, just to give it a bit more color. Okay, that's nice. Okay, cool. Oh, that's nice. That feels really nice. That feels really creamy. So yeah, using the bits that are broken, you can actually draw better, and the color is nicer. Just, yeah, using the bits that are broken of the chalks, you might as well break all of them if it doesn't work for you. Okay, so that's the color chart. So I've got the yellow, red, blue, green, orange, and purple. I was gonna say maybe it's, oh, okay. So I don't know if you can see that. So that's a red pencil. That kind of looks blue, but like that kind of changes color when the light hits it, which is really cool. I mean, these are awesome party shoes. They really are. They're nice boots and they're good for winter to keep you warm, but they're amazing party shoes. And then you have yellow, blue, and like purple. Okay, so that's the color chart. Yeah, so that drew on the shoe that, it drew really well after a while, after I worked out how the chalk works. The colors do look really nice. They do pop out, which is good. It's good to see that. You would be able to see them if I was wearing the shoes outside. People definitely be able to see these colors. So that's good to know. So now that I've done a little color chart, what I'm going to do is, actually, let me see if I can blend the colors to create secondary colors. So I'll try with yellow first. Okay, so it's playing up again. So yeah, I'll probably have to get better chalk, better quality chalk. Drawing on them is also a little bit uncomfortable because obviously you're like, my arm is resting on the shoe. So yeah, is never going to be completely comfortable. But I'm also, because it's shaking the camera a lot, I'm limited in my movement, so I apologize about that. Okay, let's see if it blends. So I'm adding the blue. Okay. I wonder if the chalk is too sharp, whether it will damage um, the 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 leather. Is it leather? I'm not sure. It feels leatherish. Okay, you can smudge it. Does it look green? It kind of looks greenish. That's what the yellow looks like. Oh God. The colors are a little bit subdued. Wavy. So that's the green, as you can see, comes off. This one is looking similar to that one, the blue and the yellow, which makes sense because you should make green. Just trying to blend there with my finger. Yeah, okay, I would say it is. Oh, yes, definitely green, if you can see that. Ooh. I don't know if you can see that. Ooh. Where's the camera? But that looks green. That definitely, that definitely looks green on my finger. So it is becoming green. It kind of looks similar to that one, but it's a little bit like faded because obviously I blended with my finger. So that's, if you want to blend colors, you will have more of a faded effect. So just be aware of that. Unless you add tons of chalk. We'll see. I'm going to try and blend the blue with the red. Again, sorry that it's shaking. Oh gosh. Sorry about that. Okay. So that's the blue. Now I'm going to add some red to it, and then I'm going to try and blend it with the purple, because I think this red is a bit too orangey to create a nice secondary color. Oh, by the way, this video is not sponsored by Irregular Choice. I just want to make it very clear that I'm only reviewing these shoes because I got them for Christmas as a gift. Thank you to the person who bought me these shoes. I know they're really expensive, so thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you thinking of me, knowing that, you know, I'm an artist, that I would like these shoes. Okay. Yeah, that kind of looks purplish, like a pinkish purple. Don't know if you can see that. It's not focusing on my finger. This looks so weird, like looks like I'm trying to poke the camera. Can you see that, guys? Is it? No, it's not focusing this time like it did earlier. Okay, never mind, but it does look purplish. So that's good. That red actually worked. The blue paints better than the red does. Some of them paint better than. I don't want to get it on the pencils. I'm worried it's going to ruin the pencils. Okay, so now I'm going to try and blend the yellow and the red and see if I can get an orange. Jesus Christ. This yellow is so bad. What's really great about this, I think it's such a great idea because you can literally draw anything you want and wipe it as you go along and just change the message, which is pretty cool. So, ooh, where's the red? There we go. I mean, these are really cheap chalks. You can see that they didn't spend a lot of money on the chalks, but I am going to try and buy better quality chalks and see if I get a different experience, because I think that I will. Okay, that's kind of orangey. Where's the red? There we go. Try and add a bit more red. Oh God. Ah. I think I'm gonna have to wipe, like use a wet wipe. Yeah, it's kind of orangey. Um, you can kind of see it. I'll try and bring that closer to the camera. So that's supposed to be the orangey one. That's supposed to be the purplish one, and that's supposed to be the green. And then we have yellow, red, blue, green, orange, and purple. So that's what it looks like. It blends okay on the shoe. I just think it's uh, the chalks that are not very good. I'm gonna try and wipe this with a wet wipe. If you guys just bear with me, I'm just gonna get a wet wipe. Okay, let's see if I can wipe some of this away. Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. That comes off really easily. That's good. Okay. So you can just wipe the shoes like that. That's good. Okay, that's really cool. So the tip of the pencil there. And then, of course, if, say, you wanted a precise drawing and you wanted to wipe away like corners just to make it a little bit tidier, you could do that. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so there's my color chart. Oh, sorry about that, guy, shaking again. So yeah, as I said, sorry, I keep repeating myself, I would have to buy a better chalk in the future just to see if I get a different experience. But the colors look perfectly fine. At least you can see them. They're quite vibrant. They do pop out, but when you blend them, they are a little bit more faded than the ones you get directly from the chalk. But you can still see them, as you can see. They're still pretty visible, and you can get, and they blend. So that's a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna try and draw on this shoe. I'm not sure what to do because I'm not gonna make anything complicated because these chalks, they're not very nice to use. They are hard to use. They are quite scratchy. Um, I do worry about damaging the leather or whatever this is. It feels like leather, but I'm not an expert, so um, it didn't seem to scratch this one. So I don't want to wipe it all away because I want to keep the color chart on the screen. But it seems fine. It seems like there haven't been any major scratches. If I just wipe in the middle there of the yellow, because that was quite scratchy, there are no scratches on the leather. So that's good. So is there any scratches? No. I mean, let me just wipe the whole of the yellow away. Just curious. Okay. No, it seems to be fine. Okay, let's see if I can. I'm going to try and draw a face. So let me use the orange. There's only so much you can do with these shoes because of the quality of the chalk. Actually, I'm going to do it on this side. No. Oh, I don't know. Should I draw here? I'll do it here. Okay, gonna try and draw a face. Okay. Okay, that seems to be working better than when I did the color chart. Oh, let me bring the eyes further up. Some big eyes for that skull. Let me try again. It wipes away really easily, so that's good to know. I'm just trying to dry it with my finger. Okay. Okay, let me draw some hair. I don't know, I'll use the purple because I like this color. Okay, it's drawing better now that I'm doing a drawing. For some reason, it was a little bit more difficult when doing the color chart. I don't know why. But it's actually working fine. So let me. Am I supposed to smudge this? I don't know. I wonder if you can use like chalk pastels. Oh, I've got comments. Okay, so David says maybe the chalks are good for lightning bolts, designs and patterns, but not pictures. Yeah, maybe. I will try some of those designs in a second. Um, and then he says it looks good, but won't it wipe off as soon as you start walking with them? You know what? That's something I'm gonna have to try and experiment and see what happens. And when I do another video on these boots with better quality chalks, I'll let you guys know because that's a good point. I suppose if you were wearing cloth, say you were wearing long trousers on top of the boots, it probably would wipe off the picture. But then if you're wearing long trousers, people won't see the picture anyway. So, um, okay, I'm just gonna give her green eyes because why not? Oh my gosh, there's no subtlety, and I can't even create highlights because there's no white, and I can't give her the black iris in the middle because there's no black. I could generate a brown, I suppose. I forget how to make brown now. I'll just use this red because why not just make her look creepy? That looks terrible. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Okay. At least you can blend. I mean, it's really cool that you can draw on these shoes. Eesh. You don't have a lot of control though. Just, yeah, I mean, just expecting that. I can't make this work for me. Oh my gosh. This orange looks more like a yellow than an orange on this surface. Okay, let me just give her some lips or him. I don't know. Oh, oh, that's funny. I think if I was a kid, I would really love this. It's more like kids' shoes. I think yeah, they're cool artist shoes that you can draw on them. That's so cool. I just I can't. I'm not talented enough to draw on these shoes. Clearly. Oh my gosh. Uh, so that's what my face looks like. She's got a pencil like sticking into her neck. So obviously this is not a real person. This is like a dummy, and you hold it with a pencil. The head goes on the pencil. Exactly. Makes perfect sense. Um, Let me give her some eyelashes because the eyes are creeping me out a little bit. There we go. Eyelashes. It'll be interesting to see how much detail I can get when I have more colors. The colors do become more subdued when you put them. I wish I had some paper to compare what it looks like on paper versus the shoe. Let me see if I have some paper on hand. I do have this one. Um, this is like cooking paper, I think, which I usually use to rest my hand on so I don't smudge things. But it's the one that's on hand. So I'm going to try and draw on this with a chalk. Yeah, so let me bring it here. Actually, let me do, so, okay, so as you can see on paper, I don't know if you can see that because the yellow is really subdued on the camera. Don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but on the paper is a little bit more vibrant. I'm going to draw on the shoe again to try and compare. Jeez. Oh. Okay, so let me do the red. Just bear with me, guys. I just need to check one thing. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Just needed to check on something. Okay, so right. Let me just continue. So the next one is green. And then orange. And then the purple. Just put it here because I started over here, so. Okay, so this is really interesting because I think on the paper, the colors are definitely more vibrant because it's a different type of surface. On the paper, the orange actually looks more orange, whereas I would say on the shoe, it looks more like an orangey yellow. In the purple, it's quite similar, but on the shoe looks much more subdued. Same thing with the green, same thing with the blue and the red and the yellow. On the paper, the red really pops out. It's really vibrant, whereas on the shoe, it's a little bit subdued, which is a shame, really. Okay, on the papers, the colors really pop out. They're really vibrant. And I actually didn't have a problem with them drawing on the paper. They were not scratchy at all. They felt really creamy, really chalky, really nice. But on the shoes, they were a little bit scratchy. So it's a bit of a shame. I wonder when they created these shoes whether they had, if somebody tested, I'm assuming they did, they tested the surface. I wonder if they tested the chalk on the shoes or just on the paper, because on the paper they work fine, had absolutely no problems on the paper. But on the shoe, they're a little bit scratchy. So, okay, well, that was an interesting test. Again, I'll put this here, so that's the yellow. Okay, up there, and then red, and then blue, and then green, and then orange, and then the purple. Okay, so they're definitely more vibrant on the paper. Okay, so I've done this face now, and I could try a lightning bolt, I guess. See what it looks like. But as I said, guys, doing the color chart was a little bit different than drawing. I found that drawing was actually much easier with the chalks than with the color charts. They were a little bit scratchier when doing the color chart. I don't know why. It makes absolutely no sense, but that's been my experience. So it's a little bit scratchy there. Okay, so that's my rubbish thunderbolt. Let's see if I can draw. I'll draw a cloud, like a kind of cloud. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it would have been nice. Excuse me, guys. It would have been nice to have a white chalk because, yeah, I could have drawn some rain or something. The lightning bolt in white, I think, would have looked better. But yeah, I mean, it works. At least the shoe looks more interesting, though it's already interesting enough as it is. But I really like that you can draw anything on it. I'll try and draw a star on this side. I'll use the orange one. Okay, my shoe is a little bit bumpy. Okay. You also have to be careful not to smudge it as you go along. Okay, that's my crappy little star. I can't even tell it's a star. I mean, Jesus. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Let me try and draw a cobweb. I've never ever drawn a cobweb before in my life. Ended up drawing a flower instead of a cobweb because I'm an idiot. Never mind. I'm gonna finish this flower. If I had a white, it might have looked like this really twisted cobweb made by a drunken spider. But because it was yellow, it just didn't look like a cobweb at all. Spiders get drunk, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I say that a lot in these videos. This time is actually true. Ah, okay, well, this is fun. It's quite relaxing, actually. It's therapeutic. It's definitely interesting drawing on this surface. Okay, it's good to know they can layer, kind of. Oh, I'm smudging the star. I just smudged the star. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that off. shoe is a bit bumpy, so it makes it harder to draw. Oh, is it coming off? Oh, you definitely need a wet wipe for these. If it's not wet enough, it might not wipe it properly. Okay, I'll try the spider web again. I'll use the green because I don't think I've used the green yet. Haven't used any green. Oh, the bumpy bit's not helping. And then I suppose, does it go like this? Then, oh. Oh, figures. I'm just breaking everything. Okay, that's a kind of cobweb, crappy cobweb. It looks closer to a cobweb than that did. So, ta-da! Okay. And the green, it's kind of like almost looks white in a way, so that worked out well. If I had a black, I could draw a spider, but I'll use the blue. No, it's too close to green, I think. The only one that I haven't broken is the purple somehow. I'll use the red to create a spider, kind of. There's my spider. You can tell it's a spider, right? It's like, that's a great spider. Look at that thing. It's my spider. Oh, geez. Okay. It doesn't so much layer as wipe what's underneath, and then, but it kind of works. This is cool. If you're more talented than me, I think you can really do something with this. I love that you can draw on the shoe. Maybe I'll try a skull. It's just a shame there isn't enough surface area, really. But I think this is such a cool idea. Just a shame that there isn't enough surface area for us to do more. But I really like the cobweb. I think the cobweb looks really cool. And then that was just like a really quick sketch. Imagine actually taking the time to do it properly with a white chalk. But I'm definitely going to be buying different types of chalk and trying it out because I think, yeah, I want to see what happens when I use better quality chalk. So I've got my lightning bolt, I've got my cloud. I don't know what else to draw. I've got these wonky dummy face. Yeah, just such a shame there isn't more surface area. But imagine walking outside with your shoes looking like this. I mean, that's so cool. In Camden, everyone would love this. And I mean Camden, London. If you've ever been to Camden Town, these shoes are like perfect for Camden Town. And I love Camden Town, so yeah. I suppose you could obviously they don't draw as well if the area is wet, or just wet that. You can do all sorts of things with this. These shoes are so cool. Oh, and the other thing you should know is if you're interested in getting these shoes, they are on sale right now at Irregular Choice. I am not going to check how much they cost because it was a Christmas present and I've already seen it, but I don't want to remind myself because I think that would be impolite. But if you like the boots or you like the style, but you're not crazy about the boots, there are a shoe version of this with a much prettier heel, in my opinion. The boots are pretty cool, and they do have a bigger drawing surface area or a bigger surface area for drawing, rather. Never mind my grammar. So they are cooler in that sense, but the heel is prettier on the shoes. So you can always check out the shoes if you're interested in this concept. Um, but yeah, I don't know what else to draw. I really like the cobweb. I think that's pretty cool. The flower is okay. Um, I don't know if you could draw realistically on the shoes, but I think if you're really talented and you have the patience, you probably could. See if I can draw like pencil. Can I draw a pencil? We'll find out. It looks more like a candle, but that's okay. Oh my god! I broke the purple. Oh man. Okay, never mind. Maybe with better quality chalks, this might be able to do something more realistic. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what else to do. People watching, do you have any advice or any recommendations or what else I can draw on the, surface area that's left? Otherwise, I might just end the video there. I don't know what else to say. These are really cool boots, even though they're really high. As I said, they're actually really comfortable because the heel is so thick. It doesn't feel like you're wearing high heels when you actually put them in your shoes. So that's one thing to know. As you can see from the inside, it's really comfortable and really warm. The only thing I would say is that they pinch my toes. One of them pinches my toes a little bit at the front. But that's just because they're new shoes. You always have to get used to new shoes. But I really like the stitching there. That's really pretty. These are really good quality shoes. So overall, they're really comfortable to use. They're really cool looking, and you can draw on them. All right, so I just had a request from someone in the audience. David from David's Art Channel says, draw fish. Okay. I'm going to try and draw a fish with the blue, because as we all know, all fish are blue, right? Oh, I know I didn't include the black, actually. I'm such a silly willy. I'm such a silly sausage. I understand why I didn't include the black, because obviously the surface area is black, as in black, even though it's really, really dark gray. And so I guess they expect you to use the surface area if you want to like add some sort of like black tones to it. Okay, so that's my fish. Oh, hold on. I'm trying not to make it so blue. That's why I'm mixing with the green. I'm going to draw some bubbles. Oh, there we go. That's how we know he's in the water, because there are bubbles. And also he'd be dead if he wasn't in the water. And we know he's alive because he's breathing because of the bubbles, right? Okay, then. Add some red reflexes to him. Scales. I'm trying to add some scales. This is so much fun. I think if I came up with a really cool concept to put on these shoes. I'm glad you like the fish, David. That's so cool. Okay. How about a cow? I love cows, but I don't know if I can draw a cow without a reference picture. They have these like really big heads because they're cows. They have big skulls. That looks more like a mouse than a cow. Oh my gosh. That's so stupid. I can't believe my cow looks like this kind of like mouse that has had facial surgery. That's what that looks like. Or this serial killer mouse, like he's wearing this mask because he's coming to kill you. That's what that is. I totally did that on purpose. That was not an accident. Oh my god. Okay, now it looks like this really high mouse who's wearing these weird goggles. Like, he's looking at me like, what are you doing? I don't know I don't know what that is. But we should, it exists, so we should respect its feelings and respect that it's alive and accept it as it is. Because I, I swear to God, I'm not drunk. It's 11:44 here in London. So I should be going to bed. Really, it's probably what it is. I'm just tired. I'm just gonna draw a little heart because you always have to draw a heart. Come on. Oh Jesus, this is so much fun though. Or it would be if now they're becoming scratchy again. So yeah, I would say definitely better chalk. Oh, there's my heaters kicked in again. Don't know if you guys can hear that. Ah! Okay. I suppose I could create highlights with yellow. Okay. Um, let's see if I can write on it. So I'm just gonna write Sukio's art channel. Cool. I could advertise my channel while I'm walking around town in Camden Town and in London in general and just, put sukiosartchannel.com or whatever. So this is a good advertising board. If people can actually read what it says while you're walking down the street, which they probably can't. So I don't know. Okay, I can do a little bit more on this one. Then I'll call it a day. So far the cobweb is definitely the best one. Let me try writing again. The purple is my favorite color, so I'm gonna use the purple again. I like that in blending. Let me see the color chart. Where's the color chart? It's on the other side. I like that in blending the blue with the green. I got a kind of like lighter blue. That was really nice. Actually, let me try it here and see. So this is what so as you guys can see, excuse me, on the paper, the blue looks much darker than it does on the shoe. As I was saying to you guys, on the shoe, the colors are a bit more subdued than on the paper, but they're still quite vibrant, as you can see. Let's see what happens when I add the green. So that's the blue. Where's the color chart? Oh, keep getting confused. It's on the other shoe. Yeah, so as you can see, that's the two yellows put together. This one is stronger. Two reds. This one is stronger. Two blues. This one is stronger. Same with the green. Same with the orange. And same. with a pink. Oh, sorry, the purple. That's a purple that looks like a pink, pinkish purple. But as I said, the orange is the more obvious one because here it looks like a yellowish orange, and here it looks like a proper, like a more orangey orange, not a dark orange, but like a proper orange. And the yellow here looks lemony yellow, but here looks more creamy yellow, and here the red looks a bit like maybe a bit more orangey red. Here looks a bit more pinkish. I don't know what's going on. But yes, definitely the surface area. So let's see what happens when I add the green to it. Yes, I think it's blended well. That's good to know. And it's definitely made the blue a little bit lighter because that's what it looks like. Oh, let me use this one. That's what the blue looks like without the green. Still a light blue, but with the green, it looks a little bit lighter. Obviously more turquoisey because it's green and blue. It's good to know they blend quite well on the surface area. Though again, a little bit scratchy. Okay, let me see if I can write again. Okay, I guess as long as your chalk is sharp, you can write on it, and as long as your shoe is not very bumpy. Okay, so here's me just doing the alphabet. It's become scratchy now. Come on. The G just doesn't. There you go. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it there. All I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try and wipe it with a wetter wipe because this one is no longer wet, so it doesn't work very well. I'll show you guys the drawings one last time. So this is this side. I've got the color chart here of the colors as they look like when the chalk is used in its natural state. So all these 6 ones, and then the blended ones. And then I've got a little face there. I've got a electric bolt, a lightning bolt, and I've got a cloud and some like sparks coming out there. And then we turn it around. I've got this little fish, which I really like. I really like the fish. Actually, yeah, let me bring it to the camera so you guys can see. So don't know if you can see that if it's blurred, but that's the color chart. And that's the face with the oh gosh, the lightning bolt and the cloud and the sparks. Ooh. So I can't get the hang of this. There we go. And the face. And then here we have the fish and the weird, crazy mouse from that comic book. There's this really, really good comic book. I think it is called Mouse, about World War II, and the Jewish people are like mice, and then like the Germans, the Nazis, are like cats, and then I think the English are dogs. And it's just really cool. I really recommend that comic book. It's one of my favorite comic books of all time. And that mouse, the reason why I'm mentioning it is because that mouse reminds me of the mice in that comic book. Hashtag not sponsored. Again, I've not been sponsored by Irregular Choice. I'm just reviewing these because I got them as a Christmas present. But yeah, there's my fish, as suggested by David from David's Art channel. And then there's the crazy mouse, who's like a serial killer. And then there's my pencil that kind of looks like a candle, and my heart. And then I wrote Sukio's Art channel on the shoe. And then here we have a flower, which was originally supposed to be a cobweb, but I failed, so I drew a flower instead, because why not? It's all about adaptation, right? And then we have an actual cobweb with a spider. I really like this one. This is actually my favorite one. Oh, it's not. Is it focusing? I don't know. I wish you could see the cobweb. Cobweb. I can't speak English again. But I think it's real. Oh, we got it. We got it. I think it's really cool. Can you see? Oh, moving away. Okay, we had it for a second there, and then I lost it. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. What am I doing? I don't know. Okay, never mind. That's the cobweb. Never mind. Yeah, with a little spider in the middle right there. So I really like that. And then I was just experimenting with the two blues there, and then I just wrote the alphabet. So yeah, I really like the concept of these. I think they're really cool. I love that you can draw on them. The chalk is not the best, as I said before. They work much better on paper. In fact, I'm going to try and blend it on paper, see what happens. They're not scratchy at all on the paper, but they are quite scratchy on the shoe, which is a shame, really, because they're supposed to be used on the shoe. They blend really well. They're very vibrant. See, that created a green very easily. But it does become more subdued when you blend it, which I guess makes sense because it's chalk. But they are more vibrant on the paper. They're not scratchy at all. They're really creamy. So it's a real shame that they don't work as well on the shoe. They blend very well. But as a first run, I think, yeah, it's at least you can get some designs on it. Even if you're not going to draw masterpieces, or you can get logos or small designs, or just depends what you're trying to achieve, I guess. But it's really cool that you can write on the shoes. I'm going to try and wipe it now. Let me try with the dry wipe first and see what happens. So when I use the dry wipe, it wipes the chalk on the top away, but you can still see a shadow of what was underneath it. Oh, and you can see it's scratched here. So the chalk did scratch into the leather. Ooh, that's disappointing. Okay. So wiping it with a dry wipe is not going to do much. You're still going to see what was underneath it. So you definitely need to use a wet wipe for this. Oh, sorry, shaking a lot. Okay, let me go and get a wet wipe. Okay, once again, apologies for the shakiness. Okay, yeah, so it definitely comes off really easily with a wet wipe. So I would recommend you guys just use a wet wipe if you get the shoes. This is just an antibacterial wipe. I suppose you could use a baby wipe as well, as long as it's wet. That's what matters. That makes sense, actually. So now I'm just going to wipe it with a dry wipe, just so I can see how bad the scratches are. And of course, if it's wet, it's not going to draw very well or paint very well on the wet surface. Okay, so there are some scratches there. I can feel it. It's now embedded into the leather. So that's a bit disappointing in there. I can see that. And it's ruined the cloth a little bit, actually. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, can you see that? Can you see those little scratches? That was because of the chalk. See that? There. Okay. So it's these little ones there and the lines across. So that's disappointing. That the leather is not, I mean, it's not terribly obvious. They are very small scratches. So if I was to draw over it again, I'm sure it'd be fine. So if I go like this, it's fine. But it's worrying because it just means that the more you draw with these chalks, the more scratches you're going to get because they are a little bit scratchy on this surface. So eventually it will ruin it. So I would say if you're going to get these shoes, maybe try a different set of chalks. Um, though you might find that the experience is the same with a different type of chalk. I don't know because I haven't tried it. Um, okay, David from David's Art Channel says you might be able to fix the scratches with shoe polish. Okay, well, that's a really good idea. Thank you for recommending that. I guess I'll try that on my next video. Before I draw on it again, I'll wipe everything off and see if I can rescue it with shoe polish, and we'll see what happens. That's just interesting. But yeah, I mean, as I said, the scratches are not obvious. They are very little, but it's worrying that they're taking place in the first place, that it's happening in the first place, because you don't want to ruin your shoes. So, yeah, I would say that if you're going to get these shoes, get a different set of chalks. Just play around and see if you get a different experience. As already mentioned, I will be doing another video on these shoes when I buy more chalk to see if I get a different experience, if they're less scratchy, whether it's the surface area that's causing the chalk to behave that way, or whether it's the chalk itself. Again, as already stated, on the paper, they were fine. They were not scratchy at all. But then again, they are still cheap chalk. So we'll see what happens when I buy better quality chalk, and I'll try the shoe polish. But I would say, would I recommend people buy these? I would totally recommend them. I think if you're an artist or you just like really vibrant, colorful things, and you like the idea of being able to draw on your shoes and just making a statement and just making them a little bit unique and closer to your personality, if that makes sense, these shoes are great. If you have the confidence to wear them outside, I definitely have the confidence to wear these outside, but they still hurt my feet a little bit, so I'm just trying to break them in before I wear them outside. But I love these shoes. I think they're great. I love that they're so crazy, that they're such an artist shoes. That does that make sense? That you've got the sequins. I have to admit, I usually don't like sequins. It's not really my thing. I find them to be a little bit tacky. But again, on these shoes, on these boots, they just seem to work. I think it's because they're just so crazy. These boots are so crazy that they they start out by being bad and then just become good. It's like you look at them for so long. They're just, I don't know. It shouldn't work, but it does. They're so crazy. I love them. I really, really do love them. I do wish that the heels on the boots, though, were the ones on the shoes. The ones on the shoes are so much prettier. First of all, they're a little bit thicker. They're rounder rather than what is this? An octagon? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an octagon. Whereas the shoes are actually a sphere. cylinder. Actually, it's a cylinder, but this is a. It's not a cylinder because it's not round. It's an octagon. Um, so yeah, the heels on the shoes is actually are actually a cylinder, and then around the heels you have like the pencils and stuff. I don't know. There's just it's just so much prettier. It really really works. I don't like these heels to be honest, but they do work on shoe because they're so crazy. If I think if the boots could have the heels that the shoes have, then they would be perfect. But this is pretty close perfection as it gets. If you like this kind of crazy in your face artistic sort of thing, I like they have this explosion of sequins here. Um, and then I like that you have this sequins, the pink sequins on the front, and then you have the pencils. I think that's so cool. And then of course you can draw on the shoe. There's not much else to say. Um, Not every these shoes are not going to be suited for everyone. If you're an artist, you might not necessarily want to use them, or buy them just so you can draw on them, because they're not for everyone. But if you like being unique and you like making a statement and you don't mind spending like, I don't know, like 70 pounds, 80 pounds, 100 pounds on these boots, then I would say these shoes are for you. Drawing on them was a lot of fun. I really love that you can create your own designs and you can wipe them off anytime you want and start again. I think that's so cool. I am in love with these shoes. Would I have bought them for myself if I hadn't received them as a present? Maybe if I was really rich and I had like 100 pounds to spare. I don't know if I would have bought them for myself, as cool as they are. But maybe I would have. I don't know. But I'm really glad I got them as a present because I'm so in love with these shoes. I think when I first saw them, I remember I was walking in London, in the center of London, near Piccadilly Circus. There's this road, well, there's this street that's parallel to Regent Street, and there's this like I forget what it's called, but there's this beautiful street with all these really cool and quirky shops. And one of the shops is Irregular Choice. Sorry, guys, just drinking some water. And I remember I was there with a friend and we were looking in the window and we saw these shoes and he pointed it out to me and he was like, "Do you think those shoes are cool?" And I said, "Yeah, they're really cool, but I'm not sure if I would wear them." And at the time, that's definitely what I thought. I thought they're a bit tacky, too many sequins. I wouldn't wear them. But then he got it for me for Christmas. And when I saw the shoes, I guess I just fell in love with them. So I didn't really appreciate their worth at the time, but now I'm really, really glad I have them. I just wish that I could draw better with these chalks, but I will be buying a different type just to see if I get a different experience. But yeah, so the cons are that you might get a few scratches on the leather from using scratchy chalk. That's unfortunate. And if the shoe's a bit bumpy, which mine is, like there's a bump there. Don't know if you can see that. There's a bump. It will be harder to draw on top. And this one is kind of like going in like that. They're already like that in the box. But you know, they're really cool shoes. I love that you can draw on them. I really have nothing else to say. I love that you can create such wonderful, colorful designs. I love that they can really showcase your personality, that you can I think they're just really artistic shoes, very bohemian. And yeah, I love them. As I said, if you're gonna get the shoes, just buy a different set of chalk, try it out, see what happens. But you might find that you get a different experience than I do. If you do get the shoes and you're a YouTuber, I'd love to see a video just to see a contrasting opinion on what you think. But yeah, that's it, guys. I have literally nothing else to say, but I love these shoes and I definitely recommend them if you're quirky like me, if you're weird like me, if you like colorful, crazy things and you like showcasing your personality through your art. I think walking art, this is so cool that, especially if you wear a skirt and you're really talented and you have more patience than me and you actually sit down to draw a masterpiece on your shoe. I mean, that's so cool. And as I said, you can use them as an advertising board as well. So that's another thing you can use these for. But yeah, I'm in love with these boots. I'm so glad my friend got them for me. The more I look at them, the more I fall in love with them. This was such a fun experience. Drawing on the boots was just so much fun. And yeah, it's just I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know what to say. But yeah, I think if you can afford these shoes, then definitely get them. They're great. They're unique. They're a regular choice. If I was rich, I would buy like the entire store. But yeah, that's it. I have nothing else to say. Now I'm just repeating myself. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Okay, if you like my content and you like my quirky personality, then please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe because I really need your support so I can keep this channel going. I love this channel. I think making these videos is so much fun, especially when it's a quirky, weird art supply like this one, because they are shoes as well as an art supply. It's just so cool. Like you can be art yourself. So if you're someone who's into tattoos and designs, but you don't necessarily want to put that on your body, then you can put it on your shoes, and that's cool. You can put that design on your shoes. I think that's great for people like me who don't want to get tattoos. I love tattoos. I just wouldn't want to get them on my body because they're so permanent. And that's the great thing about these shoes. You can wipe it off anytime you like and start over, which is fantastic. As for David's question of whether it would wipe away throughout the day as you wear the shoes, that would have to be something that I have to test. I don't know if that would happen. It might do, probably would. But maybe it wouldn't. I suppose you can always use a spray to try and get it to stick, but then again, that might damage the leather. So I don't know. Okay, guys, feel free to experiment if you have the shoes. But when I have a bit more information, I'll let you guys know. I can always send an email to Regular Choice. That's a lot of good points that David raised that it didn't really occur to me. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please watch my other videos. Leave as many comments as you want. If you want to give me constructive criticism, great, so that I know for next time what to do and what not to do. If you have a suggestion of something you want me to draw or do, please, again, leave a comment. Let me know. And yeah, looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are the best. I love doing this. This is so awesome. I really really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed my shoes. Thank you very much. Have a lovely night or day, whatever you are in the world. And Happy New Year 2021. Goodbye.